Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has made Science of Power Manifestation Yoga temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nityananda Jnanapadati, for reading the colors in others' mind, whatever colors they are thinking, and powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
You should understand, if you actually know what is not, the moment you know what is not you, you are liberated. Even if you live with them, you are liberated. Even if you live with your body and mind, after knowing you are not body and mind, you will not be a slave. Please understand, slavery, the word slave can be used only as long as anything goes against your will. In the body and mind, even if you live with the body and mind, you are not slave. You are not slave. Let me tell you a small story from a life of a great sage, Greek sage, Diogenes. It's a great enlightened master. One day, a group of warriors, they wanted to arrest him and sell him in the slave market. He used to be so graceful. They thought, if we can capture him and sell him in the slave market, we will get a good money. We will get a lot of money. They prepared some 5-6 guys with all the weapons, with all the preparation. They are approaching him to, I don't know, it is attacking us now. Hey, what's happening? This group of people, they go and try to attack him. They were surprised. If he has responded, naturally, they wouldn't have felt surprised. It is usual. They went with all the preparation to capture him. They were shocked, surprised because he did not attack them. He just kept quiet. And he said, what do you want? He's asking like a master. These 4 or 5 guys, they felt a little shy. One guy said, we wanted to capture you and sell you in the slave market. Arey, for that you could have told me straight away. Why are you waiting half an hour, standing there making all the plans and talking
doing all those things. Come, put the handcuff. Where is your handcuff? Take it out from the bag. Put it. These guys are shocked. They are taken aback. First time they are seeing a man who is ordering to put the handcuff. He is speaking like a master. He says, put the handcuff. Still, why are you waiting? You could have told me directly, I would have come. Why are you still waiting? And finally, somehow they took out the handcuff and put in his hand. And then the other end in their hand. They tied in their hands. He said, fool, don't you believe me? I myself telling you to put the handcuff. Why are you tying with your hand? Come, let's go. Where you want to sell me, take. But be very clear, don't run away from me. Don't run away from me. This people who have caught him, they are now little frightened. They are not able to understand what is going on. They are not able to understand what is happening. And slowly, they started feeling small. Diogenes says, fools, I know the knack or the technique of freedom. I have already experienced the tremendous inner freedom. So I know nothing can bind me. Try your best to play your game. Let us see where it leads. And he walks. And he walks on the road like a king. And these guys are walking like slaves. People are standing in the road. When they saw him, he said, they are all my slaves. They can't leave me. They are all my slaves. They can't leave me. One guy is asking, hey, you are only slave. We are not slave. He said, you see, don't tell I am your slave. Because even now, if you leave, I will run away. But now I am leaving you. Will you run away? Diogenes says, if you take this handcuff, I will run. But I am taking this handcuff. I am letting you all free. Will you run? You will not. You need something from me. Because of that, you are my slaves. I don't need anything from you. Because of that, I am not your slave. You may not have the handcuffs, but slavery is related to being, not related to body. Then they take him to the market. Straight away he walks to the table where the slaves are supposed to stand and the auction will start. He comes and stands. One guy shouts, here is the slave. If you want to bid, please come out. We are starting the auction. If you have enough money to bid for him, you are welcome to start the bidding. Suddenly Diogenes says, stop. Don't say, here is a slave. Tell, here is a master. And if you can afford to bid for him, come. If you have enough money to bid for him, come. You can take him. Of course, nobody dared to come and take him. And naturally, after 3 days, these guys, they felt, why unnecessarily feeding and taking care of him? And nobody is going to take him. Let us at least let him free. So automatically, they got frightened. And they thought, if we sit here continuously, at some point, he may sell us. And he may convince us and he may sell us. We don't know what this guy will do. And we don't know about him. So they left him and ran away. Of course, the story is a story, but the truth behind the story, the idea behind the story, as we understood, once you understand, you are not the body and mind, nothing can enslave you. You can never become a slave. Even slavery cannot enslave you. Slavery can enslave you as long as you are not ready to cooperate the slavery. Please understand, it's a very subtle point. If you understand you are beyond body and mind, if somebody tries to enslave you, you will not resist. When you don't resist, you will never be slave. Anything which goes against your will only can enslave you. Here, you are in a totally different space, you are totally different consciousness, and nothing can go against your will. And you will never have a will which can make you feel like a slave. And you will be just flowing with the river. You will be just flowing with the current. You will disappear into the divine. So nothing like slavery can happen to you. Your very consciousness will be beyond slavery. Your very being will be beyond slavery. And nothing can enslave you. That's the reason here Krishna teaches you the secret of understanding the body, mind and consciousness. Kshetra and Kshetrajna. In those days only all this physical slavery existed. Now psychological slavery. Understand, many ways we are living in a psychological slavery way. We are psychological slaves of many things. When something is advertised, straight away it goes and sits in your head. And within few days you do something and get money and spend for that. We live in psychological slavery world. The world in which we are psychological slaves. Once you understand the body and mind, you will go beyond the physical and psychological slaveries. You will be totally experiencing the consciousness of freedom.
Here Bhagavan talks about how we are binded by the psychological slavery and how we can live beyond the psychological slavery into the conscious space. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of mind reading is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.15. Hridaye chitta samghatad drishyasvapadarsanam. Hridaye chitta samghatad drishyasvapadarsanam.
Shiva Sutra 1.15. Hridaye is Anandagandha. When the individual mind is united to the core of consciousness, which is the Anandagandha, every observable, objective phenomenon, even the absence of objective phenomenon, is directly as a form of consciousness and appears in its existential reality as it is. One experiences the space of Paramashiva. Here, Bhagavan beautifully says how, as long as we are bound by the patterns, we are in the slavery of psychological slavery. We unclutch from the whole pattern. The unclutching removes the pattern and makes it into the thoughts, and thought simply disappears. As long as the child, beginner's mind, that Bhagavan always says, how we can exist, and as Zen clearly puts it, we can always have the curiosity to expand and start manifesting. Here Bhagavan gives, as long as your patterns are more higher priority, like if you have something only, you'll run away. He says so beautifully the story. As long as you have pattern, you are stuck. Once you are able to get rid of your pattern and see the conscious space inside, the vast conscious space inside, simply you are Paramashiva. When you are clutched with only the patterns in you, then it becomes more difficult. More and more you see the conscious space in you, which is functioning as the reality, more and more it becomes the existential reality. More and more we are clutched in the mind, we are in the slavery, and simply we want to do for the fear and greed of our mind to prove the identity constantly. But continuously, if we are in the space of not binding by any of the thoughts, simply we will be in the space of completion and space of unclutch, experiencing the space of Paramashiva. So beautifully he gives us the Shastra Pramana. We go to Apta Pramana. Krishna dances with Gopikas and Radhas in the Gokul Vrindavan. The entire surrounding is filled with vibrance and color in the Rasa Leela. And Bhagavan beautifully says, in the Rasa Leela, there is no other than Gopikas who created all these Krishnas. Srimad Bhagavata Purana, chapter 29, canto 10.
Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana are Leelas of Bhagwan. Here he narrates, Mahadeva, Devi, exactly as I sculpted as Anandeshwara and Anandeshwari in our temple, just sitting, the extraordinary glory shining. It is a formless self, effulgent, but expressing playfully in the form. Bhagavan narrates.
All those things I'll describe later on when I describe the whole itinerary with video recordings. What a place, God. It is a shameless statement by Mahadeva about his glory. That's the right word I'll use. Shameless, mystical statement. Shameless bragging of his pride. By Mahadeva, by Sadashiva. Otherwise you can't express such a glory in stone. I want all of you to know, the center Kailash hill is a single stone. It is not the collection of sand, stone and all that. No, it's a single stone. Single stone of that size. Standing, it has to be standing on only on stone. It cannot be standing on a sand because it will start sinking. Then the whole thing is stone. Means what is seen outside is only 20%. At least 80% is there inside as a foundation. Inside there is a huge city. It is a hollow hill. Inside there is a huge city in the fourth spectrum level, means Turiya level, where I saw Mahadeva in Samadhi with more than 1 lakh Jivan Muktas sitting in Samadhi around him, reflecting him, radiating. It is like an atomic power station. What a glory. Rishis, Kinnara Kimburudas, Gandharva Yakshas, Bhakta Dasas, Siddha Yogis, Vedanta Sannyasis, some of them even from people who practiced other traditions. Appalum Adisarndar. means from Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, Judaism, Kubera, Indra, Agni, Yama, Nairuti, Vayu, Varuna, Ishana, Kalabhairava, all of them are just in samadhi, in the eternal self-effulgence. Mahadeva and Devi, exactly as I sculpted as Anandeshwara, Anandeshwari in our temple, just sitting, the extraordinary glory shining. It is a formless self-effulgence, but expressing playfully in the form the glory. In my life, I never had tears of ecstasy in my eyes. Because Ramakrishna says only if in a small pond, if elephant enters, it will overflow. In ocean, if elephant enters, ocean will not overflow. I always used to think I am a ocean. Any amount of ecstasy and emotion enters into me, I never overflow. Even enlightenment did not make me overflow. I said, all right, get in. Next. Even realizing I am an incarnation did not make me overflow. I said, okay, next. But this Kailash, first darshan, made me overflow. In Tamil there is a beautiful verse. Kadalagi kasindu kannir malgi Odu Vardamai Nanneriku Vipadu. Means in the extraordinary love, melting and tears flowing. I don't know when the ecstasy happens, how your body responds. All the time, 24 hours, I am in that ecstasy. But never ever it overflowed in this body. It was literally like an ocean overflowing. Then what size elephant would have entered into that ocean? It's not just one dinosaur. Maybe 1 billion dinosaurs put together. Something of that size, you imagine. How in the Hollywood movies they show huge animal walking on New York. And the whole New York looks very tiny under the nails and feet of that animal. Anaconda and all this. I think something of that size has entered into my ocean of emotion. My mother says she never remembered me crying. I don't know when I took birth what I did. When I saw the Kailash, oh God, even if he is not having any shyness, even if he is so shameless to express his glory, so visibly, physically on the stone, why should I be shy just to shed few tears?
Shakshi Pramanas. Shakshi Pramanas are the disciple devotees all over the world who are sharing their experience. Here we have a devotee who is doing a session and found out that the color is yellow and it's a bag.
basket building. See the color of the basket building. Okay. Let me see. See brown. Okay, the basket building is a brown, orange, some mix of brown, orange. But in front of there, there's a lot of plants and stuff. Okay, it's a orange brown, so very good, I would say.
He got that correct. And now you can go for the instruction and verification and understanding how to manifest the powers after you finish the Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study behind the power of mind reading.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. A new study brings scientists one step closer to mind reading. Researchers have developed a technique that uses the brain waves captured by the EEG machines to reconstruct the images you see. In the following video, you will now watch while the scenario exists only in the realm of science fiction, new research from the University of Toronto Scarborough brings it one step closer to reality. Scientists have used EEG data brainwaves to reconstruct images of faces shown to subjects. In other words, they're using EEG to tap into what a subject is seeing.
Setting up mind reading on the colors of others, whatever colors they are thinking in their mind, we are going to scan that. Set up the camera and timestamp Jnananjan, pencil and paper for both you and the partner. Explain to the partner, make him sit comfortably or her comfortably, and explain to them step by step how we're going to scan, how the third eye is going to reveal, and how we're going to match it and share the videos with the world to make them more and more do manifestation, entangle with them. So here we are going to explain to the partner, and let us set up the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen is very clear. Make sure the camera is facing you in a wide angle, and it's very bright and there is no background sound. Please make sure these minutes are recorded. It's a very special moments, the Shakti Avishkarana. Don't miss to record these. Let's start with the turning on the video camera and apply the Jnananjan in your third eye. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Ask the partner to write the color, whatever is appearing in the mind. Manifestor can write down the color as seen through the third eye and verify at the end both the results which is seen, and if it is matching exactly, if you are only feeling some Kundalini energy or you got some correct, you have started manifesting, please go ahead and celebrate. Do this color and mind reading many times to get the all the time it is correct, so you can master the color reading or mind reading of the color. Share the video once you verify it authentically with family and friends with powerful cognition. Listen to others' experience of manifestation for entanglement.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva, sitting, means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hence, sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometime I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of be unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump
The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just on jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos
Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone. Nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency, and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up,
Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnanam Paramashivam.
Verification process. Verify that no video editing is done on Shakti Avishkarna video. Verify that video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All video have the timestamp and wide angle. No clues or hints while manifesting the power. No Bluetooth or gadgets during the manifestation. If you would like to use the Yantra, Kavi, Banyan Leaf Mirror or Paramashiva Shila and Aushadha, please go ahead and do so. Apply the Jnananjan on the spiritual product and see through your third eye and reveal what are the colors and authentically match the colors exactly which is revealed through third eye. Do not change the data after you get the verification list from the partner. Do not interpret the result. Let it be exactly matching, or the manifestation is much more deeper and clearer when you do it authentically. Thank you for participating in the power of mind reading the colors.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham